We have 25 marbles competing on our most dangerous marble track, and the survivors will face off in an epic battle. If you fall at any point, you are disqualified. And we are rolling 25 marbles competing down our most dangerous marble track where you could fall at any given time. The competitors lucky enough to survive this round will be competing against each other in a finale matchup. And it appears Circus got the early inside corner going into our first ramp. So far, every single marble surviving. Wait. I think right there was Yellow Jacket, and that is our first elimination. And we also have another marble falling out. And I believe that might have been Ocean Cat's Eye. And after that, Red Ranger appears to be in the lead now. But I think what's on the minds of all of these marbles is just completing the track in one piece. Now, there is a benefit to finishing in first place or the top 5 because in the bonus round, marbles will be positioned based on how they finish. So, for example, the first place marble will be positioned first, the second place marble second, and so on. So you'll be in a better position in the grand finale race the better you are in this race. The marbles slowly making their way down that white funnel now. So far, our competitors seem to be doing well with 2 DNFs that I've seen. And we have Serpent now in the slight edge, our winner of the Teamwork Racing Tournament. Being beaten there by Tallgrass Prairies, but still comfortably in the top 5, it seems. Red Ranger coming there at second, followed by Jungle. And Serpent's going to beat Coral Crusher there, coming in at 4th, Coral Crusher 5th. And further behind, we still have marbles coming down. Wait, I think I just saw Snowball there. Was not able to complete that turn. And that is our latest DNF. And in a track like this where you could fall at any time, it's kind of disappointing, especially for Snowball. He just ends up getting stuck. Marbles are now making their way down that catcher. Another problematic place because if there's multiple marbles that come in at the exact same time, like right here, one marble might have been able to fall off, but luckily all 3 were able to survive. The timing there was just perfect. And Jungle appears to have the lead now, but it's very interesting to see how these marbles have participated in this course before, so they know where and where not to go. But unfortunately for Rocky Mountain, he mistimed it and fell off the track. Our latest marble disqualified. Jungle still in the lead, coming in at first, followed closely by Serpent. And Red Ranger, the 3rd marble to go down that xylophone. And there on your screen is Yellow Jacket. And it turns out he did not fall on the ramp there earlier up. I thought it was him, but it turned out to be Twilight Twister. And I'm getting reports on the ground now that it was indeed Twilight Twister. It can be a little confusing because both of those marbles look exactly the same. We have Serpent now going down the 2nd xylophone into that blue funnel. And he's going to make his way up that next elevator. Marbles doing pretty steady so far. In the bottom there, we have Space Black followed by Deep Blue. And those are the marbles in the bottom 2. But if they survive this course, then they will be in the Survivor finale. Serpent once again claiming the lead ahead of Jungle. And he's going to be first down that yellow funnel. Who's it going to be? Will it be Jungle or Red Ranger? It's close, but Red Ranger won that little battle there. The marbles especially have to be careful with staying focused while battling their fellow competitors, because if you make one wrong move in a dangerous part of the track, you are out for the rest of the race. And this is arguably the most dangerous part of the track that we're approaching, is that trampoline ramp. And in past races, we've seen a ton of marbles fall off this part. Serpent, thankfully, is able to stay on the track. And into that next section. Now going back to the ramp, Red Ranger, oh no, he is falling off and he is done. I thought he was doing so well up until that point, and Coral Crusher is now taking the top 2 spot for him. And Jungle, I did see him almost fall off there right before the camera panned, But luckily for him, he still survives. Lyman Dasher now going down, surviving that as well. And we have Serpent still taking the firm lead. Space Black in firm dead last. We have Dolphin beating out Deep Blue there. And we're going to keep a close eye on that ramp to see if more marbles fall off. But it's so far, it appears the vast majority survive. But I did hear a marble falling off there. I'm not sure exactly which one though. Glower Green though definitely saw that. And he is out as well. Serpent still surviving there in first place. Good thing in marble racing there's no blue shells, because he would certainly be a big target. Coral Crusher though staying firm in second place. And on your screen now, Tallgrass Prairie's Avalanche, Milky Way, and Lyman Dasher making their way up that tallest elevator. Serpent there clearing the big catcher ramp, and the second one into that blue funnel. Golden Viper and Yellow Jacket also surviving. And I can definitely tell a lot of marbles have been eliminated, but I feel like over half are still in. But there's still going to be quite a few obstacles these marbles will have to complete. The latest being that jump, where you have to time it accurately or else you can fall off the track. Marbles now slowly making their way down those big ramps. And there we have Serpent going into that yellow funnel. And as you can see there are two little jumps in that bottom area of your screen where the sky rail is, where the marbles have to go down a sky rail that is slightly lower. And I have seen marbles fall off there before, a bit, not frequently. You still have to keep your due diligence. And Serpent, I just saw him making his way up that elevator over there, and he is firmly in the lead. The only thing that'll really stop him now is if he falls off the track. And there is Serpent. I'm just wondering where Coral Crusher went, because he was in the top two. And Space Black, he is still surviving, and so is Deep Blue. And Sea Striker's there making his way down that first drop, surviving, but Lyman Dasher dropping off the second one, and he's not going to survive. And there is Coral Crusher still surviving, but he's significantly farther than when I last saw him. Yellow Jacket successfully completing both drops. And there goes Golden Viper. I just saw him there on the elevator, and there goes Coral Crusher making his way down that maze. And pretty soon he's going to join the... Wait, what am I seeing here? It looks like Circus has stalled on the track, and he is going to be stopping traffic. So it appears that any marble that has not completed that drop in time is not going to continue. And you can see the traffic jam slowly bunching up. And man, what a big upset that those marbles are going to have to deal with. Because of one marble's misfortune, the other marbles are going to be stuck with them. And 4 marbles are stuck now. Nebula, Deep Blue, Sea Striker, and I believe that was Space Black. A huge upset there for the marbles that thought they did everything right, only to have it ruined by one marble that just had no more stamina. And Serpent, wait, yep, there he is. I thought he got stuck for a second, but Jungle and Coral Crusher still firmly in the top 3. And you can tell, especially after that stall, there are only a handful of marbles still remaining. Now the last challenge these marbles have is surviving that double trampoline just before that last funnel. And if they can survive that, they are in the survival finale. And there on the left of your screen is a stranded Tallgrass Prairies who can't help but watch as his fellow competitors complete the track. Man, that must be a very upsetting feeling as he can't do anything more. We have Serpent, and we have Serpent down below about to clinch the first place spot. Both him and Jungle having a good chance of surviving alongside Coral Crusher. And Serpent makes his way down the track, securing his spot in the survival finale. We have Milky Way there, as long as he can jump that trampoline, and yes, he does. Jungle securing his spot alongside Coral Crusher, and Yellow Jacket also survives, as well as Avalanche. I haven't really mentioned Avalanche that well. He just kept it low-key and understood the assignment. I shouldn't be saying myself too quickly. He needs to survive those double trampolines first. But if he survives those double trampolines, I feel like that was the best strategy, was to just stay low-key until the end, because he knows he has a much more important race to attend, and that will require a lot more effort. But he basically has his standing secured, and out of 25 marbles, only 6 survive, and our top 6 will be battling on another track for first. Who's going to take it? And the gates released, and we are off. Serpent in the pole position as he finishes first place. And I told you your final standing matters, as it's going to be crucial in this race. The marbles now battling in our first pinwheel funnel. Jungle, I thought he got the lead, but it was Avalanche and Serpent in the bottom 3. But he comes back at first. What an epic move there against Avalanche. And now our next pinwheel funnel. I don't know if it's the last or the second last. I did not see this track beforehand, so even I'm surprised. And we have Avalanche and Jungle in the top 2. And I see what the engineers did here. They made a brand new track on top of the existing one, and I feel like that really does spice things up. While Serpent did really well against the original track, he's not doing well at all in this modified one. And I feel like it's because this new track requires an entirely different mindset. And Coral Crusher is definitely benefiting, placing first. Jungle not doing too bad either, but can he beat out Milky Way and Yellow Jacket? Avalanche, though, sneaks through the window and beats both of them. Jungle and Serpent taking 4th and 5th, and Yellow Jacket coming in at 6th place.